determine the level of offense. So this is in response to a video where I talked about the sentencing guidelines for federal crimes. In this video, I talked about the sentencing table, where on top you have your criminal history, and on the side you have your base offense level. So how does that work? With criminal history, they obviously go through your past, everything you've been convicted of, and they assign it to a category depending on the severity of the charges and what the charges were and how many. Then, whatever your crime is, that's your base offense level. So you could be convicted of 10 different crimes, but they're only going to choose the base level and sentence you on each crime. For example, let's say you're getting sentenced on a bank robbery beat. Let's say this fictitious bank robbery is a level 30. They will say, okay, he used a gun, but they didn't charge you with the gun, but they're going to sentence you with that gun. So they're going to give you 5 points of an increase on your base offense. Now, let's say you have mental health issues and you convince the judge that those affected your decision making in your crime. He may approve a 2-point downward departure for mental health issues. Side note, mental health downward departures are rare and very hard. So with this fictitious case, you start at a 30, you get 5 for the gun, and you come down 2 for the mental health diversion. So that crime would be sentenced at a 33. And this is why when you see federal sentences, you see so many years. You're getting 20 years for that, 10 years for this, 15 years for that, 21 years for this, 7 years for that. Each one is done like that, but 90% of the time, they're run concurrent. So you're only doing the longest sentence. But if they really want to screw you, the judge has to say one thing: consecutive. Then you take a 21-year sentence and you end up with 140. And if you don't plea bargain, they like to do that to people for making them do their job. And this is why when you're going to sentencing, everybody will tell you, remember, you get 3 points for acceptance of responsibility in a timely manner. If you plea bargain, they'll give you 3 points off.